What is going on? If you love new comics as much as I do, you're in the right place. Sit down, buckle up, grab something cold to drink. Let's talk new comic book day and new comics. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Welcome back, everybody. It's one of our favorite days of the week. Wednesday, new comic book day forever. I don't care what DC says. Wednesday will forever be new comic book day. We've got a few books to discuss today. We've got a few books that we missed, and we're going to cover a couple of things. And we also got some announcements. We had a very successful week staying within budget. I'm really happy for that. That being said, this was easily one of those weeks we could have gone way out of budget, and we were kind of helped because we were a little bit busy, a little bit dizzy. We're always dizzy, but we were a little bit busy doing some other things and got to the LCS late. We still got some great reads to talk about tonight. We're going to do what we usually do. We're going to hit up the chat here as people are rolling in and some people were tailgating. We're going to cover the comic books that we were able to pick up today. But I want you guys to cover some of the comic books in the chat that you guys are looking forward to reading soon. Because as a community, we want to talk, learn, and grow about not just the comic books that Andy's reading, but the comic books I should be reading and the comic books that you are reading as well. But what about your cover buys? Because let's be honest, comic book collecting isn't just about reading. It's about enjoying the art as well. So one of the announcements tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about some changes on the channel and the changes for at least the Wednesday show to start. So sit back and relax. We're going to get into that. Let's get into this chat tonight because we are primed, we are pumped, we are amped. There's plenty of great energy going around, lots of fun jokes tonight. M3 Lions making it for a live tonight. What is up, man? Thank you for staying up late over across the pond. Wheelchair superhero. Great DC content here. Follow Wheelchair Superhero 87 for some great DC content over on that channel. And you, if you guys are a channel moderator, Loose Comics Daywalker, I'm looking at you guys coming into the chat right now. Share the channel links for everybody out there. Let's help grow that community. Let's share out what everybody's doing because the goal is for other people to find the content that they are looking for and connect with the people that they prefer to connect with or the style of content that they create in the books that they read. Let's grow the community as we say, as everybody says on Tuesday, but today's Wednesday. We're here continuing that message. Speaking of great content, Izzyverse in the house, ready for some Andy. Make sure you guys are following Izzyverse NYC for some awesome content over there. Just finished the live stream with the comic vet. Had a great time over there. We ran the ducks, and somehow my duck was dressed up like Donald Trump with no handcuffs, I guess. Either way, holy moly, good live stream. Ready for another absolutely Izzy. Circumstances in the house. What is up? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hawaiian Punch 72. Chew. Good to see you too. All right. Actual Dracula. We're still looking for the actual Van Helsing and the other actuals in the crew roaming around tonight. I went over budget for sure. I was easily enticed to go over budget. And we're going to talk about that after we get into the books. So don't go anywhere. Sit back, buckle up. We're going to go through the books quickly, going to talk about the books that I read, but we're also going to flip over to another screen to take a peek at some stuff over there. Great to see you again, Loose Comics. It looks like you've taken a little bit of a break. I'm happy to see you on a live stream. It's been too long, brother. Daywalker, missed you this past weekend. Yes, this is the first year in many years that the Comic Man Andy and the CEO of the Comic Dojo have not attended to C2E2. There are some things where we got to cut back and save some money. And one of those things, one of the first things are kind of those extra thrills and frills. And C2E2 is extremely expensive for us to travel to and stay because I'm not going to stay for 1 or 2 nights in Chicago. I want the full experience. 3-4 nights gets expensive fast. And we've got a Twitch comment over there, but it's generally spam from Twitch saying, you know, we can help you grow your channel with some tips if you pay some money over here. Either way, it's all love over here. Actual Dracula hand. Yes, there you go. Ryan Adams, good to see you. Was Saga a car park read? Close. It wasn't. I had to get home because we were running a little bit late. Glenn Smith, good to see you. We're going to dive into these books as people continue to roll in the chat. We'll run the show like we usually do. No DC books this week, and there's a reason why. It's not because I didn't want to buy DC books. I'm telling you guys, it's not because I didn't want to buy any. So we'll jump right into Marvel with the final issue of Hidden Empire 5. Now, Dr. Aphra squaring up with Darth Vader? Question mark. Not a bad read. Not a bad read overall. Hidden Empire. I think it ended okay. I think it was fun. I'm glad I was on that journey for that, but I'm also glad that there's one less Star Wars title to worry about picking up every month. And thankfully, my LCS makes it no worries at all. If I add things to the pull list, they show up. They're there. They happen for me. It's really no worry, but like it's kind of sometimes you get 5 or 6 Star Wars titles. We got the connecting cover variant. We've also got the 1 in 25. I believe this is Lopez. Yes, Lopez and well under ratio. Happy to pick up a ratio variant for well under ratio. And then moving right along. I'm not going to spoil Hidden Empire for you guys. It's if you guys are reading Hidden Empire, you'll enjoy it. Is it a grand slam home run? No. But it did exactly what I would hope a comic book would be or do is provide me some fun and some entertainment, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't earth-shattering. It's not going to be a $1,000 comic book in the future, and that's fine. So I enjoyed it quite a bit. But I am saving Star Wars 33 to read for later tonight or tomorrow. I kind of flipped through it a little bit, realized that I'm going to want to go back and read the issue before this. So we're saving that. And what I was really excited for at first, I thought this was going to be a Jar Jar Binks action figure variant after last week's Mandalorian and other things that were being talked about with out dropping any spoilers. Captain, this is the Captain variant, and I was really excited thinking this is going to be Jar Jar. Dale, it's been good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. House of L Comics, good to see you as well. Hope you stick around. We want to talk DC books here in a minute. The 1 in 25 quad variant is better looking in person than it does look online, but still, with where we are at with ratio variants, I think Marvel and the Star Wars titles in Marvel have a long way to come with the ratio variants. And that's it for Marvel. Like I said, we're going to move through some stuff quick. We're going to hit up the chat again like we usually do. As I'm kind of pulling up a screen here, we're going to talk a little bit about some announcements, but Saga is out, and this feels like it's taking longer and longer to come out, and that's unfortunate because I'm starting to feel a little disconnected from Saga. That break between not only the massive multi-year long break that they took, becoming disconnected and having to reread the story, not having to reread the story, but reconnecting in that fashion. Then they drop an arc that kind of seemed out of place. Now they're in the arc that I think they should have started with. This feels much more Saga-like and flows very well. But then it still feels like month to month. I'm still not feeling quite connected to Saga like I want to. This issue does advance the story, but kind of like a snoozer. Like it's not bad writing. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad writing. I think it sets up the next issue very well, but I'm like, I'm kind of, holding out my hopes and expecting a little bit more from Saga. If anything, this last 50, what are we at? We're at 66. This last 40 some odd issues, this 43 issues or so should be mind blowing. I want to find out what the hell is going on, and we're just feel like we're crawling our way there. Still, I'm not giving up on this. You shouldn't either. It's Saga. It's Brian K. Vaughan. It's Fiona Staples. Speaking of a lot of fun, great reading is Walking Dead Deluxe issue 60. Issue 60 is out. I'm still enjoying reading this series issue to issue in full color being re-released and reliving that experience from years ago when the original series was coming out. And my biggest complaint was that it was in black and white, and we're getting it in full color, and I'm enjoying that quite a bit. Not going to miss this. I'm going to make sure that I have the entire full long short box of this. Like 100 some odd issues should fit perfectly in a short box. Should be able to tape it up and leave the old Walking Dead title on this. Then I'll eventually get the deluxe series or deluxe copies. Because honestly, my Walking Dead trade paperbacks are really starting to fall apart as much as I've been reading them in the past. And then leading up to the last issue, we're picking up Stillwater 18, the finale. I cracked it open, thumbed through a couple of pages, and I'm like, you know what? No, this is only 18 issues. It's time to reread the whole series and get to the finale and see how it ends. I'm excited. That was very, 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 very well done budget-wise, in my opinion. Now let's get to the budget-breaking side of things about what we were going to do when we got to the LCS. Manny, the comic collector, good to see you. We'll hit up the channel. Hit up the chat one more time as we bring up the screen sharing option to get into this, because House of L Comics is here. Good to see you. Wheelchair is still here. Dale rolled in as well. And Dale, yes, absolutely. Shatterglass Comics Reviews. I'm here until Andy tells a joke. That's fair because this is my channel. I don't tell jokes on my channel. That's a joke in itself. Kenneth Bird, what is up? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. As more people roll into the chat. We're 10 minutes in, and we will review the books again shortly if you stick with us. New comic book day. Hope everybody's so Spider-Man 7 for cover price because damn, that's one of the things I want to talk about, Manny. I really kind of want to talk about that. I can speak from a lot of experience, and I want to talk about this a little bit. Taylor says, "What's up, nerds? Long time no see." More people rolling into the chat. Where did Luke get his cybernetic hand? Oh, damn, the second-hand store? That's terrible. Actual says, I haven't read Stillwater since issue 5. Gonna knock it out all at once. That's kind of where I'm at. I'll be happy to see that come to an end. Where's DC? Yes, that is a perfect segue into where are the DC books, and we are going to talk about that right now because this is a little. Oops, I almost hit the leave studio option. Get it together, Annie. Let's go because here we are. We're going to cover this a bit and see how I want to really kind of view this. As we've talked about DC books, I didn't. All right, let me find the ones that I'm looking for, that I was looking for. Joker, issue 7, The Man Who Stopped Laughing. There were only 6 or 7 copies of this issue left on the shelf. She shows them from the seashore. We got to work out the mouth organs for a bit here. None of the cover B were available. This is completely gone and sold out. So I was walking into the LCS armed to cover by today, which I've not been doing. And there's been a lot of great covers out today. I wanted the cover B, sold out. I definitely wanted to pick up the cover C. There was 1 copy left and it was damaged. And I just don't buy new comic book day books that are damaged. I'm not going to pay full price for a damaged book. Just like my LCS will probably send that back and either get a refund or a replacement or something like that. So that was it. I didn't pick up the main cover because I'm not going to start reading at issue 7. And the cover buy options were completely sold out. This Bermejo is absolutely phenomenal. This was the Bermejo, right? This was absolutely phenomenal. This would be a book that I would buy just to cover by and get a signature and get it graded and slabbed and set that up on the wall somewhere. Absolutely to die for. And this is a theme that's going to keep going on. Is I just didn't see any of the books that I was looking for. Izzy says DC was light. I'm going to have to start going to my LCS on a Tuesday when I start seeing DC covers like this that I want to pick up because they're just gone. Cantonese Comic Kid, what is up? Good, thanks for being here. Good to see you. Yeah, the colors are absolutely phenomenal. And then we get into other books here. Ghost Rider. I'm just going to start going down the list and we're going to sprinkle in the DC books. I almost picked up Ghost Rider 13, but again, I just don't want to pick up a cover A of a book that I haven't been fully immersed in and reading because even if it hits the reading pile, I've got the other issues. If I did that, I wouldn't have any of the issues to fall back on and read. Cover A was great. The Res variant was good. And then strike that. What was that again? The Unlucky 13, the Walsh Unlucky 13. Not bad looking, but this feels like a rehashing of like a 1 in 25 and a 1 in 25 second print that was done 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. Call me a liar. I just look at that and it just seems all too familiar. So I would not have picked that up if I had found it because it just kind of feels like a rehashing a bit. And then going right down the list, Batman 134. I know I saw cover A on the shelf. I did not see this punchline cover anywhere in the LCS. Gone. I would have grabbed this in a heartbeat. I would have really, seriously. I mean, granted, $5.99. Still, that punchline cover is definitely a great cover buy. I'm just falling in love with covers again. And they did a 1 in 50 kind of pink variant. Didn't find it anywhere. Nowhere to be found. I'm just kind of like late to the LCS today as running behind in the Casada here. This is the Casada, right? Didn't see that either. Yep, that was the Casada. There's just not a lot of books that I was looking for on the shelf. The shelves look pretty well stocked, but then the book of the week that everybody's talking about, End of the Spider-Verse Part 7, Spider-Man Issue 7, Legacy 163. Gone. Absolutely gone from the LCS. Nowhere to be found. Andy hit the right buttons. Nowhere to be found. I think the Timeless variant was behind the counter on the shelf, but like I don't really buy Timeless variants. Obviously, none of the secret spoiler variants were anywhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. And then the Gomez variant, nowhere to be found either. That's okay, though. I'm not the biggest Spider-Man collector or reader, but the most important thing that I want to speak from experience on is this. I deal with this constantly all the time with Star Wars books. They introduce another character that could be a minor character, could not be a minor character. Nobody really knows. And I'm paraphrasing heavily from some things that I've heard, but I'm also unaware of if there's any other information on Spider-Boy that I don't know anything about or I'm not aware of. What's the big deal? Throw a little Seinfeld flair on there. What's the big deal? It's gonna be affordable in a couple of weeks. Don't fall for the FOMO. Don't buy it off of eBay. Don't buy it off of secondary market. Bounce around a couple of LCSs and look to see if you can find some on the shelf. I'm sure there are plenty of LCSs out there around that could potentially have copies on the shelf. Support those LCSs. Don't pay $30 for this on eBay. Give it like 3-4 weeks. Maybe it's just the Spider-Verse trailer that's kind of giving this a bump, but like, what, if any, significance or importance will this additional character in the Spider-Man universe have for collectors? What real value is this bringing collectors? I don't see any. It's a fun read. There's some value in a fun read. There's some value in a couple of cool covers. There's some value from collecting it as a Spider-Man collector for sure. But like when it comes to the value of a book and what people are asking for and it going up on New Comic Book Day like this is a pure FOMO reaction. Pure FOMO reaction. Don't buy it, in my opinion. Wait for it to drop in price. And the reason why I say that is I deal with this all the time with Star Wars books. All the time with Star Wars books. I deal with this constantly with Star Wars books because I like buying all of the Star Wars books on New Comic Book Day. I pre-order them. They get to the else. I pre-order them well beforehand out of previews without even seeing the covers a lot of time, without even knowing what's going on. And I pay the prices my LC asks. And sometimes those are determined by eBay. Sometimes the ratio variants are priced above ratio or at ratio based on what's happening on eBay. So I deal with that all the time. And every week, if there's a ratio variant that is above ratio on eBay and I pay $5, $10, $15 more than ratio for that book, I guarantee you 90% of those books are below ratio within a month. Give it a month. Give it 2 months. Put on those patient underoos and be patient and hang out. It's okay to wait to buy comic books. Now, granted, if there's something about this Spider-Boy book that is more prevalent, or not prevalent, but more important than what I'm getting, if I'm not giving enough credit, somebody's going to let me know, and that's fine. But I'm just saying, don't feel bad if you miss out on this book, and don't feel so bad that you got to go spend $30 on eBay for this book tonight or tomorrow on eBay. Just don't. It's just a book. It's just a book. Don't worry about it too much. It's not going to be the end of the day. We'll keep moving right along because I'm curious now because of what everybody's saying. I kind of want to read it, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to spend $30 to order it on eBay and pick it up. We'll keep moving right along, though. That was kind of my 2 cents. I think it's just a minor character that's going to hit, and people are going to pay full price and higher and FOMO pricing today into the weekend and maybe in the next week. And I would not be shocked if that book is back down to $5 to $10 in 2 weeks and back down to cover price a month from now, or maybe just above cover price. We'll see. It depends. I mean, people saw it coming. A lot of people ordered the book pre-FOC, so I don't think the print run's going to be very small. And, you can break out the magic 8-ball if you want, but at the end of the day, I think a lot of us are just going to make our peace, move on, and look for the book later. Sure, that's fair. What else was out there? I saw a lot of people talking about Superman John Kent. I saw cover A, not reading it. I should have picked it up because it was only issue 2, but I did not see any of the additional covers. That's not correct. I think I saw this one. I'm pretty sure I saw this one. Almost picked that up. It's kind of like the 1 in 50 I did not see at the LCS. I think somebody else already picked that up. Maybe there was multiples. I don't know. A couple of people have talked about Captain America. It makes me want to read it. Rogue and Gambit. Thank you to I think it was Izzy that showed this on the Comic Vets channel tonight. This is actually a decent Momoko cover. This is a really well done Rogue Momoko cover. Say that 5 times fast. And I didn't see that at the LCS either. Man, what's cover buys are just kind of flying off the shelves, it seems like. At least at my LCS. I know at my LCS, there are a lot of people that buy heavy-handedly, like for their personal collections. And I know there are those Wednesday sharks that go to my LCS to pick up the books first thing when they open to flip. There are at least 4 or 5 people that I know that buy books from my LCS, and they buy them specifically to flip. So if my LCS doesn't put a 1 per person limit on a book, it's going to be sold out within 5, 6, 7 hours. Yeah, that's kind of it. And then moving right along, what else did we miss? Looking at the chat here, there's plenty of time for people to pre-order that Spidey book. Yes, and I can't understand why people waited. There you go. You pre-ordered that Dan Slott post. Yep. It is a good Peach cover. I do agree. And a lot of people hate on Peach covers, and that's because a lot of them aren't good. But that one is a good one for sure. Edge's Spider-Verse 3 will contain Spider-Boy Origins, and Spider-Man 7 will have a second print. Yes, that's already up. A second print and a freaking second print, 1 in 25. Yeah. So I know I'm not going to fall for that additional 1 in 25 second print. I'm not going to fall for that additional $25, $30 book on a second print, because that's just I already fall for it with Star Wars. I'm not going to fall for that on a Spider-Man book. Happy new comic book day, and I found out you're a Trekkie last night, so happy first contact day. There you go. It's cover D, and they may not have it. It's because of first cover. Yeah, that's probably. Pretzels are making me thirsty, he says. FOMO is real for a lot of people. We got the Drew Manchu in the house. He says, hey, baby, what is up, brother? Drew Manchu, the one that polished and honed me into comic book reading many years ago. That punchline is amazing. The Blue Beetle movie preview, I thought maybe you would buy a back issue. I was just not. Time was not on my side today to dig through any back issues. I have not seen the movie preview yet. I'm kind of tied up with the Spider-Verse trailer and the Secret Invasion trailer that's been coming out. I've been talking about that quite a bit. Zuni with the $5 super chat. This is a perfect opportunity to get back into those books in just a second, but say this $5 super chat, the year of 2023 is that of the comic community. All super chats, all super stickers, all ad revenue, all monetization goes right back into the community, and we are going to be buying graded comic books to give back. We'll do an end of the year deal. We're working towards doing a 2,000 subscriber giveaway because we are over 1,500. We are on our way to 2,000 subscribers. We want to do that big giveaway this year before the end of the year. And we got some more news for you guys when it comes to monetizing and revenue and what we're doing with that money, because it's going back into the community. So there's going to be an announcement. Don't go anywhere. We're going to talk more about that. No hype until too late. Yeah. Can't go wrong with a Rogue cover. Mama Mama loves Rogue covers for sure. The Nakayama looks great too. Pre-order Batman 900. The covers are amazing. I got to dig out the previews books again and take a peek. I love Peach, but I'm from Georgia, he says. Yeah. Great issue. What's up, nerds? One Shot Comics says, good to see you as well. Let's make it to 2K. Yeah. Izzyverse, I know, is well on his way to 2K, almost 1,700. Could be a year for a lot of these 1,000 subscriber channels reaching that 2,000 mark. I know a lot of people have been experimenting with shorts and doing pretty well there, but we are going to keep going. And there's a couple more books to really kind of cover when it comes to cover buys and looking at art. And let's see if I can dig into those really quick. Hidden Empire. Yeah, we talked about that. We picked up the 1 in 25. But what we didn't see is because it was a retailer incentive, not retailer incentive, a store exclusive, was the Zercher variant. This was a great looking Darth Vader, and they did a Virgin variant. I love Darth Vader covers. I would have been a sucker for that if I saw it on the shelf, but it was a store exclusive. And you guys know, if you've known me for any period of time, store exclusives are something that I try to stay away from as much as possible, unless it's a good friend or a really close artist that I'm close with and I'm good friends with. I will support those shops and LCSs that do some of those variants, because if it's my friends, I definitely want to support my friends. But over and under, I just try to stay away from all the large number of store exclusives that are out there. Avengers War Across Time. I saw a few people talking about that. I love the Stormbreakers variant. Did not see that in the LCS either. Lots of great artwork and color out this week. I just want to talk more about not just reading comic books, but cover collecting as well. I've pushed away cover collecting for some time to try to save money. I realize that it's not the right thing to necessarily do for my collecting and what I love to do. And I know a lot of people out there love cover collecting as well. Scar from Dynamite, gone. Completely sold out of my LCS. Nowhere to be found. Not on the shelf anywhere. They had 2 of the variants on the shelf, and I believe they had the 1 in 50 Virgin foil, if I saw from a distance maybe. or maybe it was just the cover B. It was hard to tell from a distance, but the Scar books were gone. Like, I was shocked. I figured there would be at least a few sitting there. And a couple of people have mentioned how it'd be really cool to get like a Jeremy Irons signature on one of these books. I, for one, thought about picking one up as strictly a cover buy. I'm not the biggest Disney collector or a Dynamite collector, but these covers look really, really well done. The 1 in 15 looks really good. Dynamite, I mean, literally is hitting a home run with this as far as artwork goes. There's a couple of covers that are better than others, but for the most part, I'm enjoying these. I kind of liked this one. A couple of other people, I think even McClay's like, he's like, I don't know. And I'm looking at this, and I see one of those really rad T-shirts out there. This looks like a T-shirt that you can buy and wear from Disney, and it just looked really good. I did not see this anywhere at my LCS. That was that a ratio variant? Either way, oh, that's the Delato variant. Moving right along. As yes, I am AR. New weekly show is all about covers. Very cool, man. Very cool. I ordered the Batman Platinum and have 2, but I only need 1. What should I do with the extra copy? Izzy, you're a man of the community. Sometimes you do community giveaway stuff. Consider that. When I usually get extra covers of books that take off and get hot in the secondary market, if I paid cover price for it, I'll invest the $30 or $40 into grading it if I think it's going to make 9A. If I think it's going to make 9.8 or a 9.6, and I'll drop that in the community box to give away when that comes back for grading. Josh, good to see you. Thanks for being here, man. Make sure I don't miss anybody else that are dropped in. I want to know what you guys are looking for tonight and tomorrow in your LCS. What are you guys are hunting for as far as reading and cover buys? Because this is going to be an interesting weekend. If that much stuff was off the shelf and missing from my LCS, people are back in the shops more so the last few weeks. It's because winter's over. Spring's really hitting. A few people were reading Junk Rabbit and talking about that. This to me just looks like it reminds me of Dead Rabbit too much. And one of the comments made was, well, it's Easter weekend. Are they just kind of releasing a rabbit read because it's Easter weekend? Is it just, what are they doing there? I don't know. The Ric Flair book, nowhere to be found at my LCS. Not a single one. It's Scout Comics. My LCS does not order a ton of Scout Comics, and I should have pre-ordered this. I absolutely was on the lookout for this 1 in 100, hoping it would be affordable, because this is a great James Bond kind of variant, in my opinion. If it's an homage to something else, let me know. But this screams James Bond to me. Who doesn't love Ric Flair and Ric Flair flair, if you will, the flair of Ric Flair? These were really cool. I'm sad that I didn't see a single one at my LCS. Josh Oliver just saying woo, and I can't do it. I'm doing a reaction to Biggie's show about Drax show. There you go. No, tongue tied. My new show is about Dracula bad top covers. The Immortal Biggie Shack. What is up, brother? Thanks for being here. Another member of the comic book community that's been at it for a long time. Make sure you subscribe to Immortal Biggie Shack. Don't be afraid to drop channel links. Everybody that's in the chat, don't be afraid to drop those channel links and help grow the community and help find everybody. Not find everybody, but the people that are out in the community that are watching other content. And let's help them find the other content that they're looking for. Because let's be honest, man, there's no reason to have cable TV when you have content created 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for all your hobby and all your needs on YouTube. There's no point to having cable, in my opinion. And nobody's really talking about Radiant Pink, which surprises me. Blood Tree issue 3 looked kind of fun. I didn't grab that because I didn't have issues 1 and 2. I feel like I'm missing out on a ton of great reads. I'm still looking for some of the other covers. I think that was it. Oh, Sweet Paprika was out, and these covers do a great job of mixing that anime kind of flair with some American artwork that's hitting the shelves. And I know that is something that a lot of the younger people in the comic book community look for and tune into. But this Sozo Micah cover, or Micah Sozo, I always get her name backwards, and I apologize. This cover I was definitely looking for. I thought this is phenomenal. She absolutely kills on the cover artwork, in my opinion. And what's funny is when you go to Motor City Comic Con, her table there'll be no line at her table, 0 line at her table. You can walk right up with a cover like this. Hey, can I get a signature and bring a CGC rep and get it graded and all that other jazz? 0 wait, 0 issue, 0 time, and you can probably spend a little bit of time talking and saying hi. No joke. It was a fun book. Flair book is simple but good. Sometimes that's what we need in a comic book. Flair, simple and good. Scout comic books are solid via Whatnot, or sold via Whatnot. Oh, they only sell them on Whatnot now? They're not selling, like, my shop used to get Scout books. Can shops not order them anymore? That's interesting. If LCSs can't order the books anymore. Newest show is reviewing aggressively reviewing me, reviewing Dracula bad covers. Reviewception. That's going to be awesome. There's the Biggie Shack link. Make sure you subscribe to Biggie Shack. I miss the good old days of riding down the boulevard, listening to Biggie, listening to tunes. That was a good time. Collecting with Durs, what is up? Hello, my beautiful homies. Make sure you guys hit thumbs up. And then when you hit thumbs up, don't forget to follow people like Delecting. I think the older I get, I think the more I'm having problems with everything. Don't forget to follow Collecting with Durs. Don't forget to follow Aggressively Relaxing. Happy New Comic Book Day. Shops do sell, he says. Ryan the Gray, good to see you. Thanks for being here. We'll cover our pickup books here again in just a moment. Your newer show is reviewing Burke Fam. There you go. But you can find them at Whatnot too, as he says. Okay, there you go. And your shop had Ric Flair this week. My shop was sold out. Again, like this Sweet Paprika, they didn't have that there either. And who doesn't love, a Frank Cho cover? This is definitely Frank Cho. Sweet Paprika, black, white, and pink issue 1. Even if they had a cover A, I was probably going to read it. Nope, didn't find one. Those are about the bulk of the covers that I was really looking to cover by this week as we kind of dig deep. There's a lot of other ones that are out there, but those are the ones really worth mentioning. Sonic the Hedgehog, 5th anniversary. Brian Wood, Simpleman's Comics, talked about the retailer incentive, the 50th anniversary retailer incentive. That's pretty cool. If you're a Sonic fan or if you're a video game fan, this is a no-brainer to pick up. Didn't see Sonic anywhere at my LCS again. Either I am going blind this week or books are just selling out. And springtime, man. Springtime. We'll see what else as we get into. Let's go over the books that we picked up again, and we'll talk to. We've been talking to the chat, but we'll go over your comments in the chat again. I want to know what covers are you guys looking for this week? Like, is that pretty much the talk of the town? Is just going to be the Spider Boy book? Probably could be, as the dogs continue running around the basement. Hope they don't start fighting. There's a metal 007 Flare cover. I did not see that. There we go. Got it fixed. He says. You timed him out accidentally. Oh, no. Uh-oh. The woes of live streaming. I wasn't able to hit the LCS till 5. I was after you, Manny. I was like 5:30, quarter to 6. And yeah, the racks were empty. So I'm not blind. It's not a fluke. People were out at the LCS and they were out buying. And a book like that Spider Boy book that hyped up a lot of people looking for that, they bought a lot of other books, it sounds like. So I'm not the only one. Manny was experiencing something similar. Rice says, sorry, old phone. April Fool's covers were, the Tom King April Fool's covers were pretty cool looking. I just didn't see any of them. And I'm not a Stickman fan. I just think it's hilarious that Tom King would do that. I really do. Comics and Death Metal. Good to see you. Thanks for being here, man. We are about halfway through the show at the 33-minute mark, and we'll go over the books again. We're going to get into announcements right now for the people that are here watching. We'll do the announcements one more time at the end for anybody else that shows up. Got to get the second print of that one for sure. You're getting yours slabbed. There you go. I cannot believe how many times a year Sonic gets me to pay for an $8 book. You're not wrong. Yep. I plan on seeing Dan Slott tomorrow for a signing. We'll be giving one away for channel members. There you go. Subscribe to Izzyverse right there and get in on that giveaway with Izzyverse. But speaking of channels, speaking of subscribers and giveaways and things of that nature, I have been looking at the metrics and what's been going on, and this channel is at the 3-year mark or just over the 3-year mark for YouTube with live content. And New Comic Book Day is something that I've really enjoyed and we've been doing for over 2 years. There is an extensive backlog of episodes, and we almost had 1 year where we went 52 weeks without stopping. We almost did. That being said, there's something that I've kind of noticed that I'm not very happy with my content and with YouTube, and that's the monetization, the ad revenue, the ads. The data the data that YouTube spits back every week is that 70% of people that click on the new Comic Book Day Wednesday show here on the channel, 70% leave within the first 5 or 6 seconds. And I think that's because of the ads. I don't feel like the ads bring you guys any real value. And I tell you what, if anybody has a YouTube channel here with that's monetized with like 1,000 to 2,000 subscribers, they know that that ad revenue does not provide, it provides almost zero value for the channel. I had big hopes and dreams that when the channel was monetized, and when I say big hopes and dreams, I say I had little guy hopes and dreams of putting that money back into the community and donating that money to charities and doing other things with that money. Because let's be honest, I have a career that I love, and YouTube live streaming is not something that I'm going to do full time as a career. It's something I do as a hobby, and I will continue to keep doing. But if those ads are not providing this community any value, I don't think I'm going to keep. I'm not going to keep doing them. This is last night and tonight are the first 2 live streams done with no ads, no ad revenue. I'm not monetizing the content going forward, is my opinion and my plan. I don't feel like monetizing the content that I like doing here with you guys provides you guys with any value whatsoever. My goal was that this any money that the video is made goes back out to the community, and that's how I was going to try to provide value from that. And it's not generating enough money for it to be worth me or for worth you guys. It's just not worth the hassle of having the ads at the beginning. It's hilarious when people get some targeted ads and they come in here and say, "Oh, I get a colonoscopy ad," like John said one night. It's kind of a funny joke, but let's be honest. I don't feel like having an ad at the beginning of my live streams or at the end of my live streams provides you guys with any value. So I'm dropping the monetization of the live streaming. If I upload a 10-minute video, I'll probably monetize that. That's how a lot of YouTube channels are successful, is they're recording, editing, and uploading short form content, and people are willing to sit through those ads or skip the ads because they're watching a 5 to 10 to 12-minute video or whatever. But for an hour-long live stream that people want to watch on the replay, those ads provide zero value, in my opinion. They're only providing value for YouTube, and that's it. YouTube does not incentivize anybody for live streaming at all, in my opinion. YouTube live streaming only incentivizes and only helps the people with 2, 3, 4, 5 million followers or hundreds of thousands of followers, and that's great for them. But this is my hobby, and I enjoy being here with you guys, and I really enjoy live streaming, and it allows me to work on things and practice and have fun with my hobby. And if you guys and I aren't getting any value out of those ads, I'm dropping them. It's done. It's just not worth it. So what does that mean? The content's going to change a little bit. I want to be more interactive with the chat and with the community. I want to see what you guys are bringing up, what you guys are picking up. The title, what new comics are you grabbing? Not what new comics are you reading? Not what new comics are you like hunting, like a new comic book day hunt. Just what are you grabbing? What are you grabbing because it looked cool to you? What are you grabbing because you heard that it was a good read? What are you excited to grab and read? What excites you on New Comic Book Day? That's what I want to talk about here with the community, because New Comic Book Day is a really good, fun way to de-stress in the middle of the week. It really is. I'm not talking. We can talk about flipping books. We can talk about speculation. We can talk about anything we want here, as long as it's not work, as long as it's not something that stresses us out. Because we want nothing but good vibes here with the community. We want good energy, and we want to bring that back to you guys. I am here every week, multiple times to live stream, because you guys give me more energy than you will ever understand, that I bring back in my own personal life, that makes me successful in my career and makes me successful as a husband and as a father. That's why I enjoy doing this. I love comic books, but I get more out of the live streaming than I do sitting down and just reading comic books by myself. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. And if those ads aren't providing you guys any value or me any value, why keep them on? And when 70% of people that click on one of my thumbnails leave within the first 6 seconds, I should have made this change a long time ago. Honestly, I should have dropped ads a long time ago. I'm not saying other channels should do it. Other channels should do whatever they want to do and whatever's successful for them. This isn't a numbers game. I'm not looking to reach 10, 20, 30, 40,000 followers or something like that, or subscribers or anything like that. I'm looking to have fun and make connections with more people out there, so that when we're at comic book conventions, we're doing massive meetups like what we're doing at Heroes Con this year. That's why I'm part of this too. So that being said, ads are going to drop. Ads aren't going to be a thing anymore. So what does that mean going forward for the channel? The content's going to change a little bit, but we are going to look at providing the membership option. Why? Because I think there's still value in the membership option and being able to take that money and buy slabs and do a raffle giveaway of those slabs for the members. I feel like there's a lot of people out there that would be interested in that instead of watching ads. Instead of watching stupid ads, they would much rather have the opportunity to do a membership. So we are going to be looking at that, but I'm only going to set that up when I feel like there's enough value provided for people to actually do that. So like emojis, the things of that nature, the super chat stuff, when I can make those custom things and open that up. And I'm going to do a little bit of a poll, kind of get some more information from the community. Some of that information might come from meeting up at conventions like HeroesCon, but it's not going to be a $8, $9, $10, $12 membership. I mean, we're talking a couple of bucks. Honestly, at the very beginning, I thought just make it a 99-cent membership for everybody. And then you look at quantity of members that would provide that. But honestly, I don't think that we would get enough members to draw enough of monetary value every month or every year to do like a major graded Silver Age key giveaway, which is what I'm really hoping to do. It's something of that nature. That being said, well, what if it's $1.99? What if it's we're not looking to break any banks and do $5, $6, $7, $8 per person. I mean, a $2 maybe is kind of where my mindset's. I want to pull the community. I'm not going to do something the community is not interested in doing, because that's what this channel will always be, my doorway and my footstep through that doorway into this community. I never want to do anything that's going to push the community away from this channel. So that's something. This channel is about you guys as much as it is about me. So we're going to do a poll. We're going to think about that and see what we come up with. And you do tiers for people to choose. That is actually an excellent option. I'm going to look at that then. That's great feedback. I bet that was amazing. Keep up the great work. One scrambled egg and what? Oh no, feeling good. Got to eat my first thing other than shakes or drinks today. Brother, it is so good to see you back. I have not seen you active in a couple of days. I was almost about to text you this week. I was getting a little worried. I hadn't heard from you. One scrambled egg and one fell stuffed. The community has been life-changing for me this past year. Collecting with Durst says, absolutely. If we've got nothing, at least we've got each other, right? Been out for a bit. Weight loss surgery tomorrow. Will be 2 weeks ago. Down 40 pounds, brother. Are you serious? That is epic, man. That is epic. I've got some content that I want to record. That's I've made some changes to. That is some amazing work, man. Congratulations. There's Aggressively Relaxing's channel. I'm gonna kind of pick up the speed. That's amazing news, Daymares. I don't want to take away from that at all by any means, but we're gonna keep going just because it's already at the 42-minute mark. Still 25 people watching live. There's collecting. The channel links are dropping. Thank you. Come on, mama. We make literal pennies. I think I look back and when I'm hitting the episodes that have hit 500, 600, 700 views, like really, really, really good views for this channel, it's like 5 or 6 cents. There is no monetization while we're going live right now. This 26 people crew that's hanging out, this content that's happening right now in front of you makes nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's one of the mysteries. That's not even really a mystery for it's one of those things. If you are live on YouTube, there is zero monetization, zero value. You can be monetized. You can have everything turned on. You're making nothing. Nothing. Those first couple of clicks on ads that people cut through to get to your content while you're live are just a speed bump in the way of you connecting with the community. In my opinion, this doesn't make anything until it ends. And then the 12 to 14 hour processing time starts for YouTube to process this and then post it to your channel the next morning. And then those views that are monetized make and earn monetization value. And there's 25 people watching here live, and the 40 or 50 views that it gets after it posts, it's not worth leaving the commercials up, in my opinion. It's just not worth it. Good for you, Daymares, man. Absolutely. I drank Days booze on accidents once. Oh no. Yeah, I think I remember hearing that at was that at C2E2 last year? Get the youngest to bed. Have a great night, man. We're going to go over the books one more time. It wasn't bad, he says. Backwoods Collector in the house. Good to see you, man. Hey, Paul, he says. So this is amazing feedback right here. I do tiers for people to choose options. People like options. We never want to exclude anybody from being a part of the comic community. it's inclusive. It's all inclusive. We all want to be here. We all want to be a part of that. So providing options is the smart choice. Mama said we would be members. I don't doubt that one bit. Zuni is here, and Come On Mama's here every week, and with a minimum $5 super chat every week, almost every show. That money goes back into the community, and it's gonna go back into the community this year for 2023. But that does not mean we're done doing things for Mission 22. Yes, we will do more for Mission 22 in the future, and we are going to go over these covers again real quick. Stillwater 18, the finale is out, and I thumbed through a couple of pages. The artwork's on point for Stillwater, and we're just going to go set that aside on the reading pile and read the entire series. Walking Dead Deluxe issue 60. Love reliving this issue to issue, just like the original series was coming out, but this is in color, and that was my only real complaint about Walking Dead back in the day. Saga is out, and like we said, a little bit of a gripe. I'm feeling disconnected from the Sagaverse, if you will. I'm feeling a little disconnected here. This issue does move the story forward. It's not terrible. It's great writing by BKV. It's great artwork by Fiona Staples, but it's not like gonna knock your socks off and blow your mind off. Blow your mind off? What? Andy? Ooh, spicy. It's not gonna be an amazing life-changing issue. I wouldn't call it a filler issue either, though, to be honest with you. The Qua 1 in 25 Star Wars 33 is better looking in person than it does look online, in my opinion, but still, Marvel Star Wars titles have a long way to go to compete with the larger market when it comes to cover qualities. Like, this is good artwork. It is. But I'm telling you, there are a lot. Marvel, if you ever listen to anybody out there in the community, other artists and other publishers that are knocking your socks off and killing you at the ratio variant game right now. That doesn't mean this artwork is bad. It's good artwork. But people are next leveling Marvel hardcore right now. I mean, look at the stuff that they were putting out in 15, 16, 17 with the Vader run and the Afro run, and they were standard A covers. They've got the artists. The artists know what I think. Oh my God, is this where I'm getting old enough that I'm no longer the target audience? And the artwork is geared for people that like other things? Oh my God, I'm getting old. I was excited because I thought this is a Jar Jar Binks action figure cover variant. It is not. It's the Captain right here. Captain, oh Captain, my Captain. Star Wars issue 33. And then the cover A. I like the cover A. And then we are on to Hidden Empire. The Lopez 1 in 25. Not very vibrant. And there's just not a lot to say about it. It's not bad artwork. It's good artwork. It's just there's not a lot to say about it. Which, if it's a ratio variant, this should jump off the pages. It should smack you square in the face. Say, talk about me. It doesn't. The connecting variant, though, Palpatine on the cover and Vader, Hidden Empire. I mean, when you've got Aphra and Vader squaring up, now obviously this isn't Aphra on here, so hint, hint, wink, wink, without spoiling the story. Oh my Lord, I've got a cover missing. Where's the Declan Shelby battle variant? The Declan Shelby battle variant is missing. So either those showed up damaged and I didn't get it, or they didn't order any. Because the Declan Shelby battle variant has Aphra and Vader squaring off at the top, and it has the slits like you're looking through, like you're hiding and looking through at the battle. Actually, we'll pull that up next as we talk about some of those covers. And the Declan Shelby cover, that's the other cover I was trying to remember when we were talking about cover buying, because we cover buy just about everything when it comes to Star Wars, and I am a Star Wars junkie. Rob's Fat Stack of Comics will attest to how much of a Star Wars junkie I am, because he is also a Star Wars junkie. Here's Hidden Empire, and here's the cover I'm talking about. Is this great Declan Shelby? This is Aphra and Vader at the top. They're not quite squaring off, but I'm paraphrasing heavily. Definitely Aphra, definitely Vader. That's a great Declan Shelby, and where the hell did that go? It wasn't on my pull list, and I forgot to look for it. That's my own fault. Oh well. That being said, we missed out on a ton of great books this week simply because they were sold out at my LCS. Not sold out at the distributor. Not sold out at you know what I mean. My LCS was out of copies. That has not happened in a long time, and Manny the comic collector talked about that as well. He had a similar experience where he walked in and a lot of the shelves were already empty of issues. What does that say about the power of one book and the power of FOMO of one book? I'm guessing, and LCS out in the country today made substantially more money than they have in the past few weeks. How many more people were out of the LCS because this book, people wanted to pick it up at cover price, or people wanted to pick it up at cover price and flip it, or other people wanted to pick it up and add it to their collection. Either way, people wanted to collect that book substantially more than any book I've heard of in the last couple of weeks. I haven't heard this many people talking about getting a book on New Comic Book Day in months. And I think that translated to really good sales at LCSs. And a lot of other books were picked up. That's my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. It's probably terrible, but either way, it's just an opinion, and that's what we're here to talk about. Honestly, your earnest, solid advice and the work you put in this channel is worth money. Aggressively Relaxing says that. I appreciate that feedback. I want to take that money, put it back into books, and give it back to the community because I think that is a lot of fun. I think that is a tremendous amount of fun. Freebird says spicy. I hit that thumbs up. Thank you so much. Following some channels here too. Yeah, don't forget to follow everybody that does content in the comic community and help grow all of the channels out there, because the bigger the community is, or the bigger, the more people that are putting out content, the more options there are for the larger world of comic collecting. Because honestly, comic collecting transcends this country and transcends many boundaries. And there are a lot of people out there that would simply love to watch a lot of the content that we make. They just don't know the content that's being created or being put out. The more we share the links, the more we share the channels, the more we talk about the content that is coming out, the more people are going to find it. For sure. I skipped FOC this week. Heard some Spider-Man book is hot. Yeah. The Spider number 7, the new Spider-Boy character. And I feel like, speaking from experience, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, Star Wars books do that all the time. There's always the talk of a new character coming out. They're almost 90% of the time like a minor character. If the book goes up in value the week of release and the book, people are charging more for the book, 95% of that time, that price comes right back down in 2 to 6 weeks. Just wait it out. Don't do what I do and buy up all the Star Wars books. So take a note from my binder, so to speak, or my comic collecting career, so to speak, and just wait it out on that Spider-Man book. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. What substantial value is that new character going to have in 6 months to a year time? I don't know. Maybe that character was announced in the movie. I don't know. I don't think so. Why would they wait until that trailer and this long for that to be a thing that people are talking about? I'm going live at 10. Yes, make sure you check out Wheelchair Superhero. Lots of great DC content over there, so you can eat dinner. We are going to talk about Power Rangers. I just said lots of great DC content over there. He's talking Power Rangers tonight. Another great section of the comic community and comic book reading at Power Rangers for sure. 10 Eastern, he says. Yes, Freebird will watch. I will probably be sound asleep. I apologize, guys. 4 a.m. comes really early, which is why I try to get to bed right after we go live. People bought more books because of one book. That's good for business. Yeah, that's the other kind of aspect that I was kind of leading to, is even though FOMO had people paying more for one book, how much more did LCSs across the country make today because of all the other sales that were made? That's good for our LCSs. That helps keep the LCSs healthy. So that's another topic that people debate all the time about. All FOMO is bad FOMO. I'm happy to debate that a little bit, that some people FOMO buying books, look at how much more support the LCSs got because of that. I'm not saying I'm a proponent of FOMO and falling for FOMO, because I've lost lots of extra money because of that. I'm not a proponent of it. I'm just saying that there's a positive outcome because of what this book was being, everybody talking about this book. So I'm with Izzyverse there. Last week I snagged a 1 in 10 late in the day, was amazed it was still there. Yeah, surprising that ratio variant was there back that late. I'm back. Daymare says, good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I wish I would not have missed out on C2E2. Lots of great fun memories with Daymares at C2E2. It sounds like Daymares also stayed home, though. I pull ASM and missed out. Biggie pulls ASM on the regular, and he didn't even get a copy. Good Lord. Wow. Not even regular customers are getting taken care of. Here are some channels to check out for sure. In fact, that's one thing before we go away. I know we've got a couple more minutes while people are here. Don't go anywhere. I want to drop Izzy's content, recent content, because Izzy made an episode of a series that he's doing that I think is phenomenal. And that's Discover 5 Comic Book Community YouTube channels. And I think this is great content for YouTube. And I think this is great content for the comic community. Great content for the comic community. Not because he chose to showcase this channel, but I think it's a phenomenal idea to carry over and continue doing week to week or month to month, however long somebody needs to record and edit that stuff. And he did a phenomenal job with that show. Absolutely phenomenal. And it has only 95 views. Can we get all 24 people here to give that a view tonight and give that a thumbs up? Because that's great community content. That is phenomenal community content, in my opinion. There's the link. Don't hesitate to check that out. Only 95 views, and it's been up for 2 days now. That's a 600 to 700 view episode right there, in my opinion. It's 4 minutes. It's digestible content. It's informative. It's great for the community. It's something that should have 7 or 8 or 9 times the amount of views that it has now, in my opinion. That's, in my opinion, needs to get shared out. It needs to get shared out tremendously. And I really appreciate Izzy giving us the shout out there for the Comic Man Indie Comic Cave and Comic Dojo. Lots of fun for sure. But those are the books. We've hit up the chat. We'll go over announcements one more time real quick and just have fun with it. We are taking tomorrow off. We are taking this Friday off. We did a CGC blind unboxing last Friday, and I apologize to the winner. The book is still here. It's been a very, very, very solidly busy week. That's going to go out. I'm going to throw some extras in there for him. Excuse me. And we're taking Friday off. We're going to get that package shipped out as soon as possible. And we're taking the weekend to have fun. It's Easter weekend. We're taking the time to spend calling family and being a part of their lives. And Planet Arizona Comics, thanks for coming in, man. Catching on the ride home. Watch the replay later. We're on announcements. Yes, it's Easter weekend. Spend time with your family, your friends, the people that matter to you. Take care of them. They'll take care of you. Then the rest of the announcements. So we'll be back next week. We might be back with another episode or 2 of The Last of Us about the video games and potentially our theories for season 2 and season 3. We'll see what happens there. We'll be back with Comic News Weekly on Tuesday. We'll be back with New Comic Book Day on Wednesday. But stay tuned to the channel for some slight changes with thumbnails and some titles as we work to become more interactive and more of a part of the community. And we're going to keep doing that CGC giveaway series every other Friday. So a week from this Friday, I've got 2 boxes down here. We're going to do one of them. And I think it's the Mando ratio variants that we got right off the shelf, brand new, like untouched out of the, you know what I mean? Like I'm telling you, these should all be 9/8 shoe-ins, brand new, but it's Marvel paper quality, and it's now CGC's quality assurance challenges that they're having with their turn times that are being too fast, in my opinion, with books getting manhandled. So, oh my God, what's going to happen? That's going to be a week from this Friday, and we'll do a giveaway as well. But again, the big major announcement for tonight, no more ads. I'm done. No more ads. I don't care that the channel's monetized. The channels can stay monetized. No more ads. The ads, in my opinion, don't bring you, the viewer, any value. They don't. I always thought and kind of hoped that the value would come on the backside of that ad in the form of ad revenue that we could put into comic books and then do comic book giveaways. It's not happening. The channel's been monetized for over a year and a half, over close to 2 years. The first 1,000 subs came in that first year and a half. The next 500 subs, we're at 1,500 right now, came over the course of the 2 years. I honestly think that monetizing the channel and let me rephrase it. I think adding channels to the live content stunted the growth of the channel, to be honest with you. And what I thought was going to be value back into the community actually, in my opinion, pushed people in the community away from the channel. That's my opinion. So no more ads. I'm not putting ads on any more of the live content. If I do a 5, 10, 15-minute video, sure, I'll upload it and probably do skippable ads on that. And I think that's fair because I think people are that content is much more digestible in a shorter period of time, and people are more willing to skip through those ads to get to that content. If people click on an hour-long podcast type of live stream like this and see an ad, where's the value in them? That's just going to steer them away. They're not going to want to watch it because you know what they think, what's happening in that mindset of people that are out there watching content. Well, if there's an ad in the beginning, there's going to be ads in the roll, the role of the whole show. So they're going to go through ads through the whole show. That is a big turnoff for me. Just that, and I appreciate that for everybody. That's not something we've never run ads in the middle of a show. We've always made sure that that was off. But I think setting the tone at the beginning with that ad at the very front has hurt the live streaming content more than helped it. So we're done. No ads at the beginning, no ads in the middle, no ads at the end, unless why? I don't think it even freaking matters. Ads suck. I'm with Planet Arizona Comics for sure. No more ads. So what does that mean? How do we work to provide more value for the community? And what we thought was originally going to be the idea of taking the ad revenue and buying comic books and giving them back to the community. Well, what we're going to look into is we're going to look into doing a membership, a tier of memberships, $1, $2, $3 maybe. Something that membership money comes together and goes into graded Silver Age keys or graded Bronze Age keys, whatever. I mean, I can't throw out the Golden Age or Silver Age moniker without knowing if the channel is actually going to make enough money to afford those books. But that would be absolutely epic to run a once a year, end of the year giveaway with a couple of Silver Age keys. I mean, I'm not talking $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 books, but we're talking a good, affordable Silver Age keys that people are on their hunt list. And to be able to provide somebody that key and they could win that and walk away at the end of the year, absolutely, that'd be phenomenally fun. A huge fun way to be a part of the community and make some fun content. More will come. There are great channels out there, and that will be showcased for sure. Nicholas says, get it done, man. Good to see you. Yes, Michael, good to see you too. Happy New Comic Book Day, and we are closing it out with that. Ads suck. Ads definitely suck. Come on, mama. You guys, but you know what doesn't suck is a good segue over to say, you know what doesn't suck? You guys, each and every one of you, all day, every week. The greatest thing about this comic book community are each and every one of you. And I want you guys to know you are enough. You are enough. But you know what's more important than that? Stay original and take care of each other, because we're literally all we have on this earth. That's it. That's the thing to take away. Comic books are amazing, but there's nothing more amazing than you. Take that, run with that, take that energy, get through the week, get to your weekend, get to your time off and be with your family. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. That's it, everybody. Have a great week. Love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this channel, being a part of my life every week, every day. I'm going to go peace out. I'm going to go pinkies out. I'm going to catch you on the flip side for the next one. And don't forget, all day, every day, take care of each other. That's what matters. Peace.
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
Excuse me while I change. The roller boogie has made me sweaty. Yeah, sweaty.
Double up, double up, double up. The money I cut up.